Hi, youth grade families. I am Miss McGowan,
I'm Amy Lamone.
and maybe I should have said Emily McGowan.
That's okay.
Okay, so from the top.
All right, one more
Hi,
time.
Hi, youth grade families. I'm Miss Emily McGowan,
I'm Amy Lamone.
and we are the art department at Adams High School. So we are making this video to go over the art classes that we offer that we hope you guys enroll in because we are the coolest department around. So the first class we have is 2D art exploration. And here's some examples of student work on the screen that you can see there. But this is an introductory art course. So students are not expected to be good or talented artists when they come into this class. If you look under objectives, the first objective is to teach students that they can draw, to teach students how to draw. 90% of teaching art is teaching kids that they can draw. And when I hear I can't draw and I'm not creative, it just means you haven't practiced. It's like riding a bike. So our goal in this class is to teach you to draw. It's to also introduce 2D materials. So any kind of flat materials like painting, drawing, printmaking, oil pastels, that falls under drawing. But it's also to develop thinking skills and confidence, and that's going to translate across different content areas and into the larger world and students' lives in general. Students will learn more about themselves through art in this class. They'll walk away with art that they're proud of and a skill set that's going to set them apart from everyone else. And it's also going to help develop their art appreciation. So here's two of our 2D students. We did a graffiti project outside of Adams in the front, and another student work as well, just students learning how to draw. The next course is drawing painting. This is a second level art course because this course, the prerequisite is 2D art, and it builds on the skills acquired in 2D art exploration. It, again, is a second level art course, and all of these examples you see on the screen are examples of student work. So obviously it's a fun class, but we have so many talented kids in the class because they all took 2D art and they all know how to draw, so we can do more challenging projects and work with more complicated materials. Advanced drawing painting comes after drawing painting, and it's also a blended class with drawing painting, except the differences are that you use new techniques, the rigor requirements are higher, expectations are higher, and then you have more independence. You're kind of working on projects that you are excited about. And then finally, for my classes, besides one more, I just realized, is AP Art and Design. So AP Art and Design is a college level course, just like all AP courses at Adams. However, the difference and the thing that sets it apart is it does not have a traditional exam. So AP Art and Design has a portfolio. So instead of doing a written exam or bubbling in answers, you guys in AP Art would be sending in a portfolio of artwork. It can be either a drawing portfolio, a 2D portfolio, or a 3D portfolio, and that gets sent to the College Board. And all of your artwork, all of the images of your art, that gets graded, and that is your AP score. We've always had students do so well on that, and basically it's a class where you get to make art about what you've always wanted to make art about. And that's my favorite part about the class. I'm mostly just a facilitator after first semester, and you guys are just making art about what you've always wanted to make art about. The prerequisite is drawing and painting, and you also need instructor approval to join the course. If you wanted to enroll in the course and you didn't have drawing and painting, that could be potentially arranged based on a portfolio review if I feel that you are going to be a good fit for AP if you're ready. So we've had students only take 2D art and end up in AP, which is awesome. And it is the only year-long art course. And just really quick, the portfolio that students make to submit to the College Board is two parts. It's the sustained investigation, which is 15 images. And then it is the selected work section, which is 5 finished works, which are students like best work, the best of the best, their home run hits. And that's what the College Board grades. So finally, ceramics, my favorite class. Actually, all of them are my favorite classes. It's a very difficult problem to have. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for so many students because it is very difficult to go out into the real world and have access to ceramic equipment and clay and all of the materials that we use. We use pinch, coil, slab, and wheels. We have 9 pottery wheels, 5 are new. It's like driving a brand new car. And then there's also very high expectations for students' finished work. One, because ceramics last forever. So you're going to think I'm crazy, but I always say that when civilizations collapse, which they always do, we have ceramic work left over and it literally lasts forever. So when these kids are, okay, this is very morbid. When these kids are, you know, done in Michigan, we're gonna have people digging up all different stuff of when we were a civilization here, and we're gonna have their pottery, and it's gonna be so cool. So they have to do a good job. It's gonna last forever, and it is a once in a lifetime experience. And then it's also a safety issue because we're working with so many materials. It needs to be high quality work. So students walk away with this amazing high quality work. They know that they have to do their best in this class. These are all examples of students' finished work. And this one here is actually a whistle you blow in right here, and it makes a noise coming out of this dinosaur's back. And this one's actually a rattle. And this one's a rattle too. So we make instruments in there too. Students are able to repeat ceramics, and if they do, they have more intense requirements, expectations, and their independence, just like with advanced drawing painting, is also more independent.
All right, so here's some of the classes that I teach. Again, my name is Miss Lamone, darkroom photography. So this is a beginning class here at Adams. It's introductory art course, but it is traditional darkroom, so film photography. They do not have to have a camera to do this class. I have cameras that they can use. We will also build a camera using oatmeal boxes or shoe boxes. We do a little bit of digital photography in there, mostly with just students using their phones. We'll work on composition, film processing, film development. They will learn how to take their film into the darkroom and make prints. We also usually do photograms. The picture you see with the shoe in it is a photogram. And also the one that looks like it has a river running through it is also a photogram. And then the one with the ballet shoe, that was a final project where the students get to pick a theme and they go out and shoot a roll of film on their theme. The one with the brick walls is photo and a reversal that was taken using an oatmeal box. So it's a pretty fun class. Students really like this class and they learn a lot. And a lot of times people wonder, well, why take film photography? Well, it's kind of, once you know how to do this, it's something, same thing, kind of like with ceramics, you get to keep these pieces forever. And the students are always amazed that they can take a photo with a oatmeal box. So it's a fun class. Students love to take this class. Next, we have advanced photo. So once you've taken beginning photo, you can sign up for advanced photo. This class is more of a digital photo class, and we start working with Photoshop in that class. So it's in a lab upstairs, 2 different rooms. So with this class, you're going to shoot a lot of photos. So I also ask you to enter a couple of contests in this class. We'll do scholastics, we might do PTA reflections. There are a couple other ones as well, but the emphasis is on Photoshop and photo editing. You don't have to know Photoshop, but if you've had graphic design first, you'll already know a little bit, but I can teach you everything you need to know in advanced photo. Also, like I mentioned, the contest opportunities, some of the pictures you see here, actually every single one won an award in scholastics. So that's pretty awesome. I think one of them is a gold winner there, but I try to get all the students to enter the contest. And scholastics is a very prestigious art competition that both Ms. McGowan and I have our students enter every year. Next is graphic design. I also teach that in the lab upstairs. We use the Adobe Creative Suite for that. It's an introductory class. You do not have to know how to use any of the programs. The emphasis will be on both Illustrator and Photoshop. And with Illustrator, you'll eventually learn how to make a logo, like the one that says Frosted Cakes. That was a logo from one of the semesters, and also the octopus sushi. So Illustrator is the best program to make a logo in. Some of the other things that we'll go over, obviously, the elements and principles of design. We talk about design terminology, digital art skills, typography. There's 2 examples of typography, the horse on the bottom and then the thing that looks like a little robot at the top. Those are typography. And yes, thank you, Ms. McGowan. The one on the bottom right, that's a typography as well. And so we'll also do a little bit of photo manipulation, get into Photoshop a little bit later, and we'll play around with photo manipulation. And we'll also get in there some career skills and talk about different graphic artists. Kids like that class a lot too, pretty fun. Advanced graphic design, once you've taken beginning graphic design, it's kind of an independent graphic design course. Recently, there's never been enough students signed up where we have one whole class. I would love for that to happen one of these semesters soon, but usually there's 5 or 6 students in a beginning graphic design class, and I assign longer, bigger projects that they work on, like these pictures you see, low poly and portraits done in Illustrator, and then some other things we'll do in Photoshop. This class can be repeated for credit, and they're just extending what they learned in the first semester and working kind of on an individual basis, and they'll have time to work with me to figure out some of the other things they'll do is photo retouching, personal logos, maybe menus, and some other advanced techniques. All right, 3D art. So 3D art is another introductory course. So basically we're going to get some 3D fundamentals in this class. We always, like we do in most classes, go over the elements and principles of design. But so we'll do a little bit of sculpture, a little bit of ceramics, and maybe some jewelry making. We're going to do a lot of visual thinking in that class, and we're going to build on methods and techniques such as we're going to do additive, subtractive, surface design, maybe with clay, maybe with cardboard, functional, both functional and non-functional sculptures. And we also get into a little bit of history and tradition, artist research. Some of the student work you see here. So we did paper shoes one semester. Obviously, we always do a small clay project, a metals project with this, which the students really like. That's a single layer metals project. And then one of the ones that students really like is they tear down books and build them up. And a student designed a dress out of a simple hardback novel. And that's the one that you see that's a dress. And then we just started maybe 2 years ago doing these 3D, I call them ugly dolls. Some of them are called ugly dolls or monster dolls. And even the guys love this project. So this was a really fun project. All right, jewelry, another class that you can take that will build on skills from 3D. This class, you get to work a lot more with straight metals. So instead of just doing single layers, we'll start doing some dual layers. Again, elements and principles of art and design, but we're gonna develop some basic skills and techniques to build functional and non-functional artworks. Projects require a lot of steps to plan. So we do a lot of thumbnail planning and drawing before we actually take and cut on the metal. Various materials and techniques will be addressed. So like cold connections, that's like using rivets and or I don't know, rivets and chain making. There's a lot we do. This class hasn't run in a while, and I would love for some students to sign up for this. So take 3D art, take 2D, and then you can jump into this class. It is a very fun class. Lots of sawing involved in this class.
And that is it for our art classes. Ms. Limon, would you like to add anything?
Nope. We'd love for everybody to sign up. Ms. McGowan and I work a lot together, so sign up, and we'd love to have any of you in our classes next year.
And you don't have to be good. Yeah.
Email us, right, if they have any questions.
Yep, and you don't have to be good or talented at art because that's our job.
Right, we're going to help you.